Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Divinely Transformed. My name is Lisa, and whether you're new or returning, I'm glad that you're here. Happy Independence Day, y'all. But especially to my Emperor Collective who are freeing themselves from karmic cycles. So, and ironically, that's what this reading is about. There's a lot of cards out here, and a lot of clarifiers. I'll try to get through this as quickly as possible, but this might take a while. It's a holiday. And because it's a holiday, I'm just going to do this video for today. And I'll finish the rest of the zodiacs on another day. I'm taking a break and enjoying the holiday myself. Hope y'all are doing fantastic. And if you've just been through a rough time, well, you've done well. Even though you probably feel like you've been through hell, some of y'all. But I'm sure that you know that the journey's been worth it. Can't put a price tag on experience, learning from mistakes. You just can't. That's the most valuable thing to a person. If a person's paying attention, that is. Oh, before I get started with the reading, let me remind y'all that this is a general public reading, so some, none, or all of it may apply to your situation. So just take what resonates, leave the rest. Also keep in mind that time is fluid and not linear, which means that for each individual person watching, that means this could have already happened. Just saw 222 on my counter. Link will be in the description box below for the angel numbers index. But this could have already happened for some of you, and for others of you, this could be happening right now. And for even others of you, this could happen in the future. Maybe. It might not even happen at all. Never know. You know, some people just don't resonate with these readings, and that's quite fine. Anyhow, also keep in mind that we all have free will to change the outcome of any reading at any time for any reason. And then we would just get blessings or karma accordingly. And the universe handles all that. We just have to, you know, deal with whatever comes. The blessing or the karma. The first card out is the High Priestess in the reverse. This High Priestess in the reverse, this is about revealing information. Because they didn't follow their intuition before. They had made a bad mistake in the past. A bad decision in the past. And we will get into that. Because it did show up in the cards. So, in the past, this person hadn't followed their intuition here. But now, this person's getting ready to reveal something. Someone with Pisces in their chart. Who is that someone? Oh, could be none other than the King of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Because when he made a decision before, he or she, take it how it resonates, it's energy, but alright. They didn't follow their intuition. They made a poor decision. Their decision did not bring them success. So now, they're following their intuition now. And they're ready to speak the truth. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in high placements. And they're ready to talk. And they are talking. Ace of Swords. That's a difficult truth, but it's absolutely necessary. And clarifying the High Priestess in the reverse is the Moon in the upright. So we're dealing with two people. One who is a Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and the other is a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And this is a karmic couple that is no longer a couple, because King of Wands is revealing a truth to the karmic, showing up as the Moon, because they're full of fear. They have a lot of secrets. They lie. They just keep a lot of things hidden, way below the surface. Clarifying the Moon is the Sun in reverse and the Three of Wands in the reverse. So this is saying that this Cancerian also has Leo in their chart. And they're not happy with what they're hearing. Right? The truth. They're like, la, 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 la. I'm trying not to hear it. I don't want to hear it. It's the worst news in the world. They're pissed off. They're angry. They're miserable. They want revenge. Could be starting drama. Starting a lot of bullshit. And this is someone whose physical health is deteriorating here. And we got the Three of Wands. This is someone who, is very foolish. They don't plan for the future. They weren't expecting this to come up. And they're full of fear. And lies. And secrets. And this is also saying that this person is actively doing whatever it takes to get this King of Wands to continue to settle for them. Because the Three of Wands in the reverse talks about a settling energy. This person, they're hiding anger. They're hiding their misery. Because they're sitting here trying to make deals with this Emperor here. But they're showing up as High Priestess, King of Wands here. And, Karmic's trying to do whatever it takes to get this, Divine Masculine to settle for them. And, you're getting angry because it isn't working. Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse. This is a lack of advancement and progress. This is misfortune. This is a loss of relationships, a loss of finances, a loss of money, a loss of jobs, loss of whatever. Opportunities in general. And I believe that this King of Wands here is finally talking about how there's no advancement or progress going on in this marriage relationship. And it is a marriage here because the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. There has been a discernible shift that has happened. The shift has been negative. It's been within a marriage, within a home and family situation here. And what was that? 3 of Cups. This was a lot of partying, third party energy, a lot of cheating. You know, someone was just living high on the hog here for as long as they could, which would be this karmic here. But you can only have this kind of debaucherous fun for so long, wasting money and squandering money, before the Wheel of Fortune goes the other way. There was a lot of people involved in this bullshit. A lot of friends and family and multiple third parties. And this karmic just really felt like they were entitled to this emperor's money. Clarifying the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, which is Sagittarius energy, is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. This is someone who doesn't have self-love. And when someone doesn't have any self-love, they don't have any self-respect. Yeah. Sex is fun and all with randos and whatever. Getting drunk and partying and doing drugs and, you know, whatever this debauchery is. Yeah, this is fun for a while. Yes, lust is fun. And it's fun and it's fun and it's fun until it's not. When there's no more fulfillment in actively engaging with the energy of lust and addictions of any kind and all kinds. And when the fun stops, you're left unhappy and depleted again. Because these karmics are energy vampires. This is how they get their energy. This is the only way that they can get their energy. Because these karmics have voids within them that they're desperately trying to fill. And they can't. They just feel more and more empty with the Ace of Cups in the reverse. And when a person doesn't love themselves, they don't take care of themselves. They're very toxic. They actively engage in risk-taking behaviors. Taking chances with, with other relationships with people in their lives. Because they're desperate to fill a void that is unfillable from another person. Karmic, whenever people in the karmic energy, they don't have that love within them, they have to get that love and attention and that energy from other places. Money, sex, food, drugs, alcohol, whatever. Sometimes people in this energy just want someone to dump all their problems on. People who lack self-love, generally, they have multiple people around them that they have to feed off of for energy sources. I am talking about narcissism, because narcissism is the lack of self-love. When you don't love yourself, you don't respect yourself. And you behave in ways that are very disrespectful to yourself and others. Prostitution, promiscuity, addictions, shopping, eating, addictions to power. Clarifying the Ace of Cups in the reverse is the Two of Wands in the reverse and the Four of Pentacles. Making bad decisions, going down the wrong path, and holding back, keeping secrets, telling lies, projecting illusions onto others. Wheel of Fortune is turned. And now, the Karmic Feminine showing up as the Queen of Wands in the reverse. This mad-ass Leo. Mad-ass competing Leo that is miserable as fuck and insecure as fuck. In their pride and ego. Enraged. Queen of Wands in reverse. Queen of Wands in the reverse is extremely insecure. They're a drama queen. They're constantly looking to stir the shit pot. This is someone who is vindictive. Someone who is very aggressive and mean. Someone who wants to go toe-to-toe and tit for tat, wants to get revenge when they feel slighted. And believe me, they're fucking slighted. So angry. This is someone who is extremely passive-aggressive. They'd be nice to your face while masking their anger beneath the surface, and then they go and then they fucking do spell work on you and black magic when they're slighted to get their revenge. This is someone who is a pussy in their regular 3D life, and they found that they can take advantage of people and one-up people by smiling in people's face and tricking them, doing spell work on them. All to benefit this person. Whatever the karmic's interests, and if they can get it, they'll do it. They don't care. They're ready to spread them legs for money, for favors, for goods, for services, whatever. Whatever. I don't know what they do. Doesn't matter. Because the shit's coming to an end. Because the King of Wands doesn't want to fucking fight anymore. They're in the upright. They want peace. Clarifying the Queen of Wands in the reverse is the Five of Wands in the reverse and the Fool. All these karmics want to do is fight and negotiate and beg and plead and cry and grovel. And the emperors just want the conflict to end. And the emperor is ready to take that leap of faith into a brand new beginning. So this King of Wands is an Aries, turning into the emperor. They just want peace. The emperor. And they're ready to take that leap of faith into their brand new beginning. Because they're just tired of it. They're sick of it all. They're sick of being controlled here by the Queen of Wands in reverse. Because clarifying the Queen of Wands in reverse is the Emperor in reverse. They use fear and spell work, lies and manipulation This Queen of Wands is fucking ruthless. The Queen of Wands in the reverse is the Emperor in the reverse. They want all the power and control. And they took more and more and more and more and more and more. And now, this is an emperor taking their power back in the process of. And it was all because someone just had to be so fucking controlling that they have to be so violent, so angry, so mean, so promiscuous, and so passive aggressive and vindictive enough to just smile and pretend to be loving and caring and whatever to someone's face, and then go and do this ruthless spell work to them behind their back. This is all about duality. It's not 222 at the beginning of this reading. It's 222 right now on a freaking clock. I can't make this up. We have a masculine who is seeing the duality within this karmic marriage. And they're speaking the truth and they're ending it. They're done. Clarifying the Emperor in the reverse is the Six of Pentacles and the Magician in the reverse with the Ace of Pentacles. So this is saying that how the karmic feminine overdid their power and control, being very immature and being very controlling, with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, they're a taker. They don't have anything to give. Right? And we have the Magician in the reverse. They have Gemini and or Virgo in their chart. They do spell work in the reverse. It's black magic. It's negative energy manipulation. In the 3D and the 5D, it's mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual and financial abuse. And it is all, this is all that the karmic wants, is that those handouts. That's it. And they did so much to keep those handouts continuing that the universe is giving this karmic's karma, their energy, right back to them, magnified. The next card out we have is the Ace of Swords. So the karmic knows the truth, and the truth breaks their heart, and that's all that they can think about is the heartbreak of the truth. Because this karmic's lies and deception and illusions black magic and negative energy spell work and sex magic didn't work. Eight of Swords is definitely mental and spiritual jail. They're just trapped by their pain, and they're full of the pain. But the Eight of Swords can also mean jail or hospitalization or whatever. Take it how it resonates, leave the rest. It's a possibility. Clarifying the Ace of Swords, we have the Seven of Swords. So, this Emperor's telling the truth, and this Karmic is still fucking lying. And this Emperor is also talking about how he knows about the deception as well. The reason for the lies, the theft, the deception, and the trickery is because the Karmic refuses to change, didn't want anything to change, wanted to keep things the same, status quo, to keep them out of poverty, to keep their physical health a little bit better, to keep them from being ignored. But because I think this Karmic is completely aware that once this Emperor completely leaves and turns their back, that this Karmic is going to get very, very, very sick physically. I think that's why they're so desperate to keep this shit going. Just saw 2727 on the counter, and it's 2:27 on the clock right now. You can't even make this up. So 27, number of good news. Anyhow, but I guess, you know, it depends on who you are. If the news, good news is relative. It depends on who's receiving the news and who it affects. The next card out we have is the Devil. So there's a lot of truth being discussed about lies, theft, deception, and trickery. And addictions, toxicity, obsession, oppression, enslavement, codependency, and possibly even seduction. Any of those things could be discussed in this conversation. And the Emperor's just tired of it all. Definitely talking about, they know about the spell work. They know about the black magic. They know. And this Karmic isn't happy because he tried to lie about it. Queen of Swords in reverse with the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Queen of Swords in the reverse is someone who is extremely mean, bitter, verbally and mentally abusive, emotionally, well, someone like this, of course, is going to be emotionally abusive. They're going to be very cold, cutting, and calculating. Very cold-hearted. This is someone who is angry and abusive. They're fighting because the King of Pentacles is in the reverse, because the money's gone, they want a divorce, and they want to leave. And this Karmic ain't trying to hear it. Causing a major tower moment. Past, present, or future on the timing here. Very sudden disruption here. That's going to leave the karmic feminine in poverty, with no money, still in financial lack here, alone with the hermit here to learn the spiritual lesson, because the Emperor, 8 of Cups, or left her ass emotionally and physically. The King and the Queen of Pentacles, both in the reverse. This is divorce town. Being initiated by the masculine. They're taking away their financial contribution and their commitment. They want a divorce, and they're actively pursuing it. Past, present, or future on the timing. Clarifying the Devil is the 6 of Pentacles. Oh, okay. So we've got a divine masculine with Capricorn in their chart who is very loyal and dedicated and committed to doing the hard work, to being a provider, to doing the right thing, to being ethical. And we have a karmic who has Capricorn in their chart, who is very loyal, dedicated, and committed to being lazy as fuck. Because their only goal is to get the handouts, the 6 of Pentacles. This Emperor is a provider who has been providing for this karmic for a long time. They've grown accustomed to this lifestyle. And this karmic is all about themselves, and all that's in their mind is gimme, gimme, gimme when it comes to that money. Or whatever else that they value. Clarifying the 6 of Pentacles is the Temperance in the reverse, the Hierophant in the reverse, and the Chariot in the reverse. So, in the past, where this divine masculine used to provide, they're no longer providing that. The divine masculine actually, also clarifying the 6 of Pentacles, is the Page of Pentacles and the Empress. They want to give gifts. They want reciprocity, equal give and take with the Empress, with their divine counterpart here. Because this karmic did not do any kind of equal give and take. It was just take, take, take. It was always unreciprocal and unrequited. It was just a one-sided relationship. It was very contractual, and it was all about money and sex. And the karmic's pissed off because the Emperor wants to, learn, try, and do something new, and offer gifts and reciprocity with the Empress here of time, love, energy, money, attention, devotion, whatever. Let's talk about the Temperance in the reverse. Temperance in the reverse is Sagittarius energy in the reverse. This is someone who is unstable, who is very chaotic, who is just completely out of their mind and off the rocker. This is someone who is extremely uncompromising and impatient as well. We can only be talking about the karmic here. And we got the Hierophant in the reverse. The Hierophant in the reverse is a corrupt belief system and a corrupt marriage. Hierophant in the reverse, this is nobody who's respectable. This is someone who was crazy and out of their mind. But they do use dogma out of fear to keep people trapped and bound to them. Because we have the Chariot in the reverse. They're not victorious. They're not successful. They're not moving forward. They're fucking stuck. They know it. It's their belief system and their lack of self-respect and respect all around. Their lack of being balanced, the lack of, being compromising, the lack of, this is just someone who is just mean, and they justify their own shitty behavior, and they blame it on others. They don't take accountability for their actions. And this is a lot of acting up too. This is a whole lot of temper tantrums for that dollar. Because this karmic is absolutely, these karmics are lost without these emperors. And that's why they're trying so hard. Their survival probably pretty much depends on it. The next card out we have is the Fool. Aries energy. Aries, Cancer, Taurus, Sagittarius. And ironically, they're just, the masculine wants to end the marriage. The marriage isn't going anywhere. And there's a lack of compromise within the marriage. And there's no room for expansion because the foundation of the marriage is rotten, because the foundation of the karmic is rotten. Clarifying the Fool is the World with the Moon in reverse and the Queen of Cups in the reverse. So, when these emperors take this leap of faith into their brand new beginning and completely transform into the emperor, they're essentially meaning that they have definitely closed out the cycle with the karmic feminine, who has Cancer in their chart. Sun, moon or rising, especially for Sun, maybe even another placement for one. But the moon in reverse talks about secrets and the lies have been exposed. This karmic's false image is destroyed. It means that this emperor is finally seeing this karmic for exactly who they are: unloving, uncaring, and unnurturing, very emotionally manipulative, very deceptive, very dishonest, very shady, very passive aggressive, miserable. And they're tired of being hurt by this person, because hurt people hurt people. Clarifying the Fool is the Star. So the Emperor, like I said, they're telling the karmic they're done trying. There's nothing left to work on. They're taking back their commitment. They want a divorce. They're no longer giving them money. And we got the Star here because You know, the karmic here, they're really trying so desperately to heal the situation here. Because they're desperate. Two of Pentacles. They're unbalanced. They're feeling crazy and chaotic, and this is like an emergency. This burden is weighing very heavily on them because they don't know what they're going to do. And they're jealous. They're desperate. They're angry. And they're desperate. Because these emperors, they're taking a leap of faith in that brain at the beginning because they want victory and success and forward movement. The emperor has the success in this conflict here. This karmic is definitely testing the shit out of them. They're so determined to move forward. We got the 9 of Wands in the reverse. They gave the karmic up. They're done. This is where the success is. Queen of Wands with the Lovers. This is the Empress, who is very spiritual, who is very bold, who is very happy, who shines, who is vibrant, who works very hard. They have a lot of energy. They're a real go-getter, very passionate, very creative. And the Lovers is, you know, this is the choice between the two lovers, and they're finally choosing the divine love, because the Emperor made the wrong choice in the past by holding back and keeping secrets, because, you know, they didn't have self-love either. They mirrored the karmic. Or rather, the karmic mirrored them, because when someone doesn't have self-love or self-value, right, they will attract someone who is just like them, like a moth to a flame, for good or for bad. And this is obviously bad. But now, the Ace of Cups has been renewed. And these emperors are making the correct choice, the choice that they should have made all along. Course correction. This is a very strong spiritual love that has only grown exponentially over time. Which has created a lot of sadness and burden for the Emperor. Clarifying the Chariot is Temperance. These emperors are coming for reconciliation because they know where the victory and success is, because this is someone who is very passionate and joyful. They shine. They're very confident too. And the Emperor wants to regain the favor of the Empress that he has offended. They want a second chance here with the Judgment. And the Judgment's in the upright, so this is a blessing. Six of Wands, victory, success, and public recognition. this is a guarantee that when this sacred union, when this reconciliation occurs, that the heavens will bless that decision after it's been done with victory, success, and public recognition. There's going to be a lot of people happy for you, but some won't be. Because whenever someone's in the public eye getting a lot of attention, there's always a hater or two. Those are jealous. Also clarifying temperance is the devil in reverse with the high priestess and the 3 of Pentacles. This is saying that they've released a codependent relationship. They've released their addictions and their toxic behaviors here. They're following their intuition here. And, 3 of Pentacles, this is all about, wanting to start this new divine contract here. This is very healthy. High Priestess is in the upright because the Empress doesn't know about this yet. In the 3D. They want to work with you and collaborate with you and start this new sacred contract here. But there is a hard truth here. For a long time, there's been lies, theft, deception, and trickery here. The Emperor participated in that energy as well. He mirrored the Karmic in that energy. Also clarifying temperance is the 6 of Swords reverse, which is a return of the King of Cups, which is this Pisces here with this High Priestess, and the Ace of Wands. They're in love and they're extremely attracted to you. The Empress is this Queen of Wands. This is this Emperor's divine counterpart here. They're tired of they're tired of not being in their power and their authority. They're tired of living a life that is not authentic to them. And they're tired of dealing with the conflict and the drama and the cheating and the abuse and the lies and the bullshit and the manipulation and the deception and the spell work and the trickery of the Karmic. There is just so much of a burden. And I probably named 10 things, so that's each a wand that this Emperor had previously been carrying for a very long time, that now the Karmic Feminine is carrying. And rightly so, because that is where the burden belongs, because the Karmic Feminine started the whole burden in the first damn place. So, because they interfered and, did a whole lot of manipulation and spell work and black magic and negative energy work. They did the most. Every day. Watching, stalking, spying, cyberbullying. Because these karmics are fucking menaces online. They're have fake profiles out the ass and they recycle them all the damn time like toilet paper. Fucking disgusting. Anyhow, but the emperors that are resonating with this, or if any of y'all are dealing with emperors and this situation's resonating with you, these emperors are freeing themselves this Independence Day. Independence Day 2022 took a very personal note for some people. Last Independence Day was significant for me, although not the exact day, but last year was my year of independence. It just happened in September. So I guess this would be my first Independence Day, happy and free of sadistic, narcissistic karmics in my face, fucking with me on the regular. Now they're in the 5D fucking with me on the regular, but because of, you know, my protection and stuff, I don't have to deal with that. So everything's fairly peaceful over here, which is beautiful. At one time, it seemed like every day was a new drama-filled nightmare. And truthfully, it's been a long time since drama has found me in the 3D. Honestly. It's few and far between. It really doesn't happen very often, thank God, because it is so stressful. I really don't know how these karmics can deal with starting this drama and manipulation all the time, because this is what they do. Some of these karmics, they have Leo in their Mars, Venus or something, and it's like when they're in the low vibration. So the low vibrational traits of Leo is someone who is very much a drama queen, and they will do what the fuck ever they want for luxurious items, because, you know, anyone with Leo in their chart, they're flashy in some way. Now, I have Leo in my chart, and where I'm flashy is, you know, I don't have any hair. Not very common for a Leo to not have hair, because most Leos are, you know, very prideful about their hair. Well, I am too, in a way. I love my hair. I love not having it. There's too many benefits to not having hair, and I will never have hair again. Plus, anyhow, I'm 42 years old. I started going gray 2 years ago. I don't want to see that shit in my hair. I feel like I'm 20 years old. I don't feel like I should have gray fucking hair. So, that's not the main reason I keep it short. The main reason I keep it short is because I feel free, and I'm happy with no hair. I'm also happy with not spending money on shampoo and hair dye, because when I have hair, I don't like my hair color, so when I have hair, I would dye it. I don't like spending all that money on hair products, brushes, hair products of any kind. You know, that cost adds up. And yeah. And some fun fact about me: I have never paid for a haircut in my entire life, except I went one time, and it wasn't even a for real paying for a haircut, because I went to the cosmetology school in the next town over, and I allowed my friend to cut my hair there because she was going to school there. Well, in order to do that, I had to give her a donation because it was part of the rules of the school. So, I believe the donation was like $10. But I had like a badass haircut with hair color for $10. So it was definitely worth my money, but that was the only time that I ever exchanged money for getting my hair done. I was either getting someone else to do it for me, or most of the time doing it myself. And whenever I had to dye my hair, I always needed to have help, because, you know, I didn't trust myself to do it myself. Not experienced with that. But whenever I shave my head, I do it myself. So, anyhow, that's neither here nor there. So, you can't put a price tag on freedom. And that is exactly why I need to have my hair like this. Because I need to feel free to be happy. I need to be happy to feel free. It's a requirement. It is necessary for me to vibe as high as I do. So, I do. And I love saving money because I like having money for other things. I don't really particularly enjoy spending money on consumable things because I do like to have nice things. I like to pay for my nice things. I want something nice, I get something nice. And I pay for it with my money. I ain't asking nobody for something that, is a luxury item. I want something to get it myself. That's what makes me the Empress. I work hard for what I want. And I'm very particular about what I want. Most of the things that I want, just make my life easier from my day-to-day life. No. I'm not flashy, but there are certain comforts that I do require, and I provide them to myself. For the first time ever. Before there were requirements that I would put on other people, or just go without. And then I wouldn't be very happy. Then I would be like that. Mad, and sad, and miserable. But the reason why your physical health is deteriorating is because you're really addicted to that drama. That's part of the devil energy. That's part of the addiction. You love the way you do things, or else you wouldn't do it. You enjoy it. You relish it. Just admit it, Karmic. But you won't. Anyhow. So the final advice of the reading is Manas. The Emperor. The Manas is the Three of Pentacles. The Emperor has had a spiritual awakening. He's guided by the sun, the moon, and the future. No longer looking back at the past. Wanting to cooperate with their divine counterpart so that they can co-create and do what they were called to do to help humanity. And love each other in the process to keep each other strong. This Emperor's going into a completely brand new life. We saw the Fool out here twice. This is all different. I needed a little bit of time to shake that fear. And for some of you, it could have taken a long time. Depends on what your idea of a little time and what a long time is for you. But This is someone who has made an honest mistake, this Emperor. They very clearly see their mistake. And they're wanting to do whatever it takes to right their wrong, so that they can move forward and be happy and free, because they're tired of the oppression. They're tired of the manipulation. They're tired of the lies. They're tired of the restriction. They're tired of feeling disempowered and de-emasculized. And they found their confidence to take that leap of faith into their brand new beginning, to jump into their brand new beginning on 2 feet. Not knowing where the road's going to go. But I don't see a single card of fear out here for the divine masculine. All I see is determination for success. This is someone who is determined to make this work. They're truly sorry. And I want to talk about something before I stop the video. And this was concerning some comments that I'd received in the middle of the night from one of my subscribers, talking about how, I'm paraphrasing here, but long story short, she was talking about, he can't make me marry him. I was nice to them, and there was a lot of people involved, like there usually is. There's usually a whole lot of karmics involved in the situation. And she was like, I was nice to them and I was disrespected, so I'm good on that, thanks. And so this really got me thinking that this really defeats the purpose of the divine feminine journey. The whole purpose of a divine feminine spiritual awakening, or for anybody's spiritual awakening for that matter, it doesn't matter if you're divine feminine or divine masculine, the whole purpose of these spiritual awakenings is for you to tap into the energy of unconditional love, of mercy, of compassion, of service, of helping the very people who took you for granted, disrespected you, fucked you over 6 ways to Sunday, and hurt you. Because the whole point of it is to have the compassion of Christ. Unconditional love. But I'm not saying being unconditionally loving and being blindly forgiving while people do the same shit over and over and over to betray the fuck out of you and continue to hurt you. I am not saying that. Because when a person shows you who they are, you are to believe them and cut them the fuck off. If someone is using you, taking advantage of you, hurting you, abusing you, neglecting you in any way, shape, or form, if they're not reciprocal, they're not on your side. And they're only there to take whatever you have to offer. And that's just the truth of the matter. When you're a light worker, an earth angel, one of the 144,000 sent here to be of service to others, we have been kicked while we were down repeatedly like dogs by people we loved and trusted our whole lives. We were born into karmic families and surrounded by karmics our whole lives. to help bring us out of ourselves. And it's painful, really painful, especially when you're getting betrayed by everybody you've ever known, loved, and trusted and devoted yourself to. Friend, family, lover, child, parent, any other family member, sibling. It didn't matter. Nobody understood me. Nobody appreciated me. But man, when everyone was in some kind of trouble, who did they call? Lisa. Because if Lisa can do something, Lisa's gonna be there. And it didn't matter what it took from me. I went into relationships. I went into living situations knowing full well that the other person was extremely abusive, knowing that I might die there, and I went anyway. And I did this on numerous occasions. I walked into the lion's den without fear many times. With ex-partners, ex-roommates, ex-friends, family members. Several of them have tried to kill me. But they didn't get it. They didn't get to. Because my angels were always protecting me at the last minute. There was one time I was even mad that I was being protected from going back to a situation that I knew was probably going to kill me. I wanted it. I was a little angry for a little bit. But you know, light workers, we all have similar stories. We want so much to help other people because it brings us so much joy and happiness. But yet, so many people want to use you and take advantage of you when it's convenient for them. I used to be 100% blindly trusting of anyone who walked into my life who pretended to have my back. And without exception, every last one of them betrayed the fuck out of me. In some way, shape, or form. At one point or another. Whether it was once or multiple times, the shit still happened. Consistently. It got to the point where I got used to it. I've met hundreds of people. I've helped hundreds of people. I've been in close relationship with the majority of them. Because that's where I'm most useful. The more I can love someone, the more I can help them and heal them. So the stronger the attachment that I have to somebody, the deeper and more intense my emotions are, and therefore the more potent my healing power is. So that the deeper I can love, and when I'm able to freely express that, like I've never been able to before, because of the lack of reciprocation. I don't know, it's just, I need to be able to completely trust someone to be vulnerable. And that's been getting easier for me over time. So as y'all can imagine, I used to at one time be very secretive about myself. So starting this channel, as you can see, at one point would have been very difficult, on top of the fact that I was shy, had insecurities about my communication and different things. But these were not easy things to get over, but I managed to get past it all. It was a step-by-step process. It didn't happen all at once. But a lot of it was, I just did whatever I needed to do. And the things that I didn't want to do, those were the things that I especially pressured myself to do. Because that was part of my problem. At one point, I didn't want to do anything. Created me in a state of helplessness and relying on others for everything. I will never go back to that state of weakness anymore. Because I'm very fixated on the light and the dark and moving forward. The only time I look back at the past is to analyze for processing lessons. I don't live in the past. But I utilize the past as a way to make myself better. And that's what this Emperor is doing too. These Emperors in this energy. They're ready to cooperate. They're making that course correction. The Emperor's on the Chariot and they're determined. So this is like another part to the evolution of the Emperor in real time. But like I said, it can resonate with y'all past, present, or future on the timing. So forgiveness is important. This journey is about forgiving everyone who's wronged you, but using discernment about your levels of boundaries with others. When we're holding grudges and not willing to listen to anyone, to hear them out, to forgive them, to not give them another chance if what they had to say was moving enough, then you're missing the point of ascension. So to my subscriber who sounded very, very harsh towards those that have wronged her. And I'm sure that they had very good reason to feel the way that she did. It's not the point. It's not about being right. It's about knowing when you need to be merciful and knowing when you need to show someone tough love and cut them the fuck off. Using discernment to know the difference. And most of it depends on the other person's actions, what they say, what they do, and, and their energy. And whenever you're on this spiritual journey, having these spiritual awakenings, and you harbor unforgiveness towards others that wrong you, you will fall into karmic cycles with brand new people until you learn to forgive. Forgive others and forgive yourself for the role that you played in it. Because I had a hard time forgiving myself. Wow, other people have a hard time forgiving others. But no matter which end of the spectrum you're on, whether you're harsh against yourself or you're harsh against others, you're still missing the point of the ascension journey. So, anyone that's on this journey and they are looking for blessings and transformation, true transformation comes when you soften your heart and forgive. If you think about a situation and it still makes you angry, it still makes you sad, it still puts you in your feelings, puts you in overthinking or anything like that, or anxiety, then guess what? You have not forgiven. If you're still having any kind of emotional reaction to any kind of a fucked up situation, you are holding a grudge. And if it's not eliminated, it will, the karmic cycle will be repeated, and it will be more intense the more you repeat the karmic cycles. So that's for anyone out there who needed to hear that. This journey is all about forgiveness. Forgiveness is important. Because to be in high vibrations, to be in the divine energy, we need to be in an energy of unconditional love and radical forgiveness. But not be a doormat. Not allow people to do shit to us. If they have established a pattern of behavior that is toxic towards you, then you are in your absolute right. And it's your responsibility to cut that person off. And maintain those boundaries for as long as they are toxic. Period. So, Thank y'all for supporting my channel in all the ways that you do. I appreciate y'all so much. Happy Independence Day. Enjoy your freedom. No matter if it's fresh or old, enjoy. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to y'all soon.